Hi, and welcome to this week's video blog on Some Assembly Required. I'm Sarah Hammerker, and I'm glad you joined me. So you want a disobedient child. I don't think any parent wakes up and thinks, I want a child who doesn't obey me. That would be great. Santa, I really hope you brought me a child who doesn't obey me. That would just be wonderful. No, they don't want a child who disobeys, but yet when you think about how we act as parents, we act like we desire to have a child who disobeys. After all, such a disobedient child is a joy and a credit to any parent. If you want your child to become disobedient, I want you to follow these tried and true methods. When you do, little Johnny or darling Susie will be the most disobedient child you've ever seen. First, don't mean what you say. If you tell a child once to do something and he doesn't do it, then repeat yourself until you give up. This way, you will seem like you are being a good parent by giving them lots of chances, but really you're teaching your child not to heed your words. And when you give those words, you don't mean what you say. When you say take out the trash, you really don't mean take out the trash. You mean maybe take out the trash if you feel like it. So don't really mean what you say. Just, keep repeating and nagging. Second, ignore wrongdoing. Yeah, if you see your child hit another kid, run around in the restaurant, don't listen to you, simply turn the other way and pretend you don't see a thing. Just be the equivalent of the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil monkeys, right? This teaches your child that they can get away with anything. Their disobedience will skyrocket. So let them run wild in a restaurant or climb over the do not pass rope in the museum. The more you turn your back on childish behavior, the more disobedient your child will become. Especially in public, because let's face it, no one wants to discipline their child in public. We want we want to ignore our child in public. So continue to ignore your child doing wrong things. Third, be inconsistent with discipline. Let the little things slide. Don't worry so much about them. What? The little things, they're not going to hurt anything, right? Instead of nipping the misbehavior in the bud when you see it first rear its ugly head, you just ignore it until it becomes a huge monster, and then you try to slay it by yelling at your kids, and you begin the whole cycle again. Also, along with discipline, just give those little bitty discipline things. Take away the iPod from your teenager or the phone from your teenager only for a couple of hours. What are you kidding? Who wants to deal with all that stuff? Just be inconsistent with that and give piddly little bitty things. Then your child will become even more disobedient. You're on the right track. Fourth, feel guilty about hurting their feelings. When you have to yell at your child about doing something wrong and they feel bad about it and they start to cry because they feel bad, feel so guilty about it and never want to hurt their feelings again. When they trigger tears and pleas when what you say, when you tell them they can't do something and they start crying, please reverse yourself immediately, because you can't have your child have their hurt feelings, because that's just not good for them. This way, you'll make sure your child will know that you can be convinced to change your mind. That's the key to helping your child become an even worse disobedient one. I think you can probably think of more ways to make your child disobedient, but these will put you on the right path. Of course, I don't really think you want a disobedient child. If you want an obedient child, check out my January class. There's still time to sign up. It starts January 14th on the obedient child. This will help you develop your own tools so that you're not yelling, nagging, screaming at your child, that you're not ignoring wrongdoings, that you're creating in their heart the desire to be obedient, because that's key, right? So I hope you'll join me, and thanks for watching today.